There he is.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to get the view going here. Full screen. There you are. Well, so what's going on, Ian?
Not much. Just driving. Just got off the phone with Jim.
Huh?
Just got off the phone with Jim.
Oh, yeah? So what's Jim talking about? How's he doing? Oh, Jim Potts?
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing good. He was talking to me about some stuff I didn't understand. But
Like what?
well, he was wondering about how Southwestern does payment plans and stuff. So like he's like working on this idea of like for his business and for like other people's businesses on like how to set up payment plans, like with underwriters and stuff.
Yeah. So he's trying to loan them money and put them on an easy pay plan?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So he's trying to figure that out?
Yeah.
Okay, but you did. So he's, what'd you do? Who'd you send him to after you got done with him to go help him?
Well, he said he said he was calling Virgie after me, so
Okay.
I didn't need to send him to anybody. He already had his sights set on Virgie.
Yeah, well, I figured he likes her. They've done some stuff together. So I was just sharing this book with Brooke. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's called Margin.
Yeah.
Medical Doctor Richard Swenson. And I was reading the back of it here just to see, give me your take on this. So from the desk of Richard Swenson, medical doctor, overload is not having time to finish the book you're reading on stress. Margin is having time to read it twice. Overload is fatigue. Margin is energy. Overload is red ink. Margin is black ink. Overload is hurry. Margin is calm. Overload is anxiety. Margin is security. Overload is the disease of our time, and margin is the cure. So what do you think when you hear all that?
Think of schedule.
Schedule.
Yeah.
So that's how you kind of deal with that, to get it all done and not be stressed?
Yeah. As long as you're on a good schedule, then everything's going good.
Yeah, I like that. So you schedule in time to rest and recuperate?
No.
No?
I'm bad at that.
You are?
Yeah.
So how many hours of sleep do you get on average per night?
Oh, yeah, I've been getting really good sleep. I go to bed. I make sure to go to bed before 10 every night.
See, that's
so I
good.
typically get 7 to 7.5.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. I mean, you're getting almost 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours. That's good.
Yeah.
And then you work out, right?
Yeah.
How many hours do you build in a day for exercise?
2.
Well, that's good. So, and then you take time to pray or meditate?
Yeah, I do that for an hour.
Well, that's good. And then what about eating? Do you take time to eat?
Yeah, I do that from typically 12 to 1 every day.
Well, that's good.
Well, 12 to 12:30, and then yeah, basically 12 to 12:30.
And what time do you have dinner?
Usually 8 to 8:30.
Okay. And then, so that gives you 30 minutes of downtime with friends, or what do you do to wrap up the day before you go to bed?
Yeah, typically I'll chat with Camden for like 30 minutes.
That's cool. You take time to read anything?
I'll typically do that during lunch, but I mostly do my reading, like, because I'll spend the first hour of the morning reading a chapter of the Bible, and then praying, and then reading a motivational book.
That's good. What are you reading right now? The Bible, and what else?
Winning with People by John C. Maxwell.
Oh, that's a good one. Winning with People. What's one thing you could share with me from that one? I've never read that one.
he basically goes over like a ton of principles on how to connect with people, and one of the biggest ones I've learned is it's called the 101 principle.
The 101 principle? What's the 101 principle?
So it's basically where you, because a lot of times we'll like try and find things subconsciously that we don't connect people, like why we don't connect well with people.
Yeah.
But he talks about like just with people you don't connect well with, find the one thing that you guys do agree on and spend all of your time on that.
Oh, is there a story there somewhere you could share?
Well, the story he used was like, he was a pastor, and there's this guy that like, he became, there was a church in California, old pastor had been there, he was the founding pastor, and then he retired, and so John came in and became the new pastor, and everybody liked him except this one guy, and he would anonymously write letters to John about all the things that were wrong with his sermon.
Yeah.
And then eventually he found out it was this guy, and then he talked with them about it, and it tied into actually a couple principles that he talked about through the book. But the first principle he was talking about was like I forget what the principle was, but it was basically just based around like it's okay that you're not going to be like you're not. He basically was describing that I'm not going to be that pastor, and it's okay that you like that pastor more than me.
Yeah.
Like that's completely fine. I don't want you to like me as much as him.
Yeah.
And once that was established, then he was able to like John as the pastor because he knew that like he didn't want him to like him as much as the old guy. So that was the first principle. That doesn't tie into the 101 principle. That was just one of them. But the 101 principle is the way he was able to connect with that guy really well was because the one thing that they agreed on was adopting kids.
Okay.
Like they both had adopted kids. And so anytime he would talk with that guy, he would bring up his kids and he would talk about his kids. And he would always like, he was really good friends with his adopted kids. And like, he would always bring his kids around that guy just because they shared that one common thing. And then
You cut out. So they shared the one common thing of adopting kids, and then what?
And I was just saying, he became really good friends with his kids that he adopted, like the guy's kids. And then John also had adopted kids, so he would bring his adopted kids around that guy, and like they just bonded over that one thing really well.
Oh, that's cool. So that was the common ground of they both had adopted kids, so they were able to find some something they both believed in or liked. There you go. You're cutting out a little bit. Where are you? Where are you now?
I am 16 miles away from Oxford.
Oh, cool.
So just like outside of country of Lafayette County, countryside.
That's awesome. I heard you and your mom talking earlier about working with the parents of the kids coming to sell books with Southwestern. You still there? There you go. You're kind of cutting in and out. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's always kind of interesting meeting with the families of the kids, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I met Logan's dad a while ago, and then I met Tori's parents today. So, yeah, it's been good.
Good. Well, it's interesting to meet with the parents, and then I wonder if you'll have any families where sometimes the parents are more excited to do it than the kids, and the kids are hoping they'll tell them not to go, but then the parents are like, no, I'm glad you're going. Have you run into that one? Did you get that?
No, because the two sets of parents have only been Logan and Tori's, and they're all super supportive, and it's all been kind of good so far. So, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to run into that here in a little bit.
Well, that's good. Well, that's a big part of it. I didn't really understand why I had to go see all the parents of the kids, but obviously after I did it, it made sense,
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
and it was just funny thinking back to, um, I couldn't get Dwayne to sign my letter of credit. I thought, wow, so essentially you're not backing me on this.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how you run into these obstacles. But that's, hey, look, you guys show me how bad you want it. Get that letter of credit signed. If you're serious
Yeah.
about, it's the people that succeed in life learn how to overcome problems, right? And
Yeah.
if you can learn how to put the cans on the bottom of the grocery bag and then the bread on top, if you can solve that problem, you can get paid as much as a grocery sacker. But if you can solve bigger problems, you make more money, right?
Yeah. There you go. It's a good analogy.
Well, I don't know. I just, different things. Like when you're a lifeguard, if you could save souls, then you can be a lifeguard, right?
Yeah.
And thank God no souls were lost on your watch there at the Southern Hills Country Club. So that was a blessing.
Very true.
So, so the one last thing I was going to ask you about, I enjoyed talking to Weston. She was here at the house, and Weston McKinley were talking about how to connect with people, and sometimes it's hard to connect. So what was that book, John Maxwell? What was it called again? Winning with People.
Yeah.
And the 101 idea is just to find something with common ground. And if you can't find something with common ground, but you're just trying to let them know you're listening to them, if you can't relate, what did Weston say?
Oh, yeah. She said just let them know that. Like, yeah, honestly, I haven't been in your shoes before. I don't really know what that's like. But this may come out totally wrong. But is it okay if I just kind of tell you like what I think?
Okay.
And then so it kind of, it's like brace for impact. Like this may come off the total wrong way.
Yeah.
But is it okay if I just let you know what I think? And they're like, yeah, totally.
I wonder why that works. Is it because I was trying to figure that out? I was asking her, and is it all I could figure was that at least they know you're listening, right?
Yeah.
Is that mainly
Yeah,
the goal there?
yeah, that's exactly what the goal is. Yeah.
'Cause I know it's easy to think that I'm not listening, therefore I don't care, which you don't want that to come across.
Yeah. 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 It's just the fact that they need to know that you're listening. And then everything else after that is just words. Once they know that you're listening,
Yeah.
then
So it's the old Maya Angelou quote: "People want to know how much you care before they want to know how much you know." Right? Something like that.
yeah, exactly. It's like people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Thank you. I got close.
Yeah.
I just try to get close. It was interesting, this book that Brooke bought for me at the Mardell Christian Bookstore. And I know it's with my background, it's hard to see Life in the Extreme with Ty Pennington. And kind of an interesting book. I just started reading it today. But the part I flipped to earlier was it's just learning how to get out, once I get out of my own way, then God can do some of the work, right?
Yeah.
What was your quote? God,
Yep.
I can't, if you can. How's that go?
Corbin's quote: "Lord, I can't. I get to make some choices, some decisions, but I'm not in control."
Can you repeat that? You're cutting out.
Yeah. Lord, I can't. I get to make some choices and some decisions, but I'm not in control.
Got it. That's good stuff. Well, so what do you got going on for the rest of the day? Headed home?
Yeah, just probably gonna chill. Not really. Probably do a little bit. I used your rewards thing at Panera this morning, so that was good. I got they didn't have any decaf, so I had to get hazelnut regular coffee.
Oh, good. How was it?
It's really good.
Yeah, well, that's great. Yeah, I like the deal. I've been telling everybody about that. It's like I'm John Roselle the third that took you to the aquarium in Big or where down in Jinx. You know John Roselle the third.
Yeah.
I think didn't you guys go look at the octopus at the aquarium in Jinx?
Yeah.
He's the one that turned me on to that $8.99 a month deal with Panera. So share that with the rest of your friends. I mean, it's a good deal, especially if you're meeting with people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
For
like
sure.
the teas. Have you tried the teas? You got to try the teas.
Yeah, I've had them before. They're really good.
I like the orange ginger mint. I think is my favorite. Because if I
Yeah.
get coffee, I'll just put that in, drink that, nothing in it, just straight by itself. It's enough
Yeah.
for beer. That's kind of my afternoon drink now that I go to.
Yeah. Teas are good.
Uh,
Really good.
good deal there. Well, I like that haircut. Where'd you get it?
Got it at Great Clips.
Nice. Looking good. I like that picture of you and the crew at the, was that the Ole Miss cafeteria?
Yeah. Yeah. It was in the student union.
Yeah. I got a friend of mine named John Farmer. Met him at when we worked at Union Home Mortgage together. Anyway, he's down in Memphis now. He's like a regional manager for Anderson. They do windows.
Yeah.
Want me to come over and see him? He's in Memphis, and then I can come see you. So I got to get your mom in the car, come see you. We got to come see Ramesh.
Yeah. I'd be excited to have you.
Yeah, I want to try some of that tasty food that he was eating when we saw you on the Zoom video.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll get you right.
So, what are some of the hot sites to see in Oxford when we're there, so we don't forget? What are the top 2 or 3 things we need to check out?
Colby would be happy to give you a tour. Very happy to give you a tour. Colby, I'm pretty sure wants to be a tour guide when he grows up. That's like because he's always looking at maps. He's always like talking about locations of things. But honestly, we haven't really experienced Oxford. I mean, we've gone onto the square a couple of times, but it's like, I mean, with recruiting and stuff, it's basically just you're either recruiting or you're at home preparing to recruit.
Yeah. Well, I know that feeling. It's like don't get it out of order. Just recruit, right? So,
Yeah.
well, tell him that we'd like to do a Zoom video with you and him soon, and we can talk about things to go look at if you're local being a tourist, or if you're an out of towner being a tourist in Oxford. I hear great things about the town. Everybody says it's very picturesque.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Especially if it's a blue skies day, then it's like you want to be in the square. It's nice.
Yeah, I would like to meet the mayor if that's at all possible, or one of the local presidents of Rotary Club, or something of that nature.
Yeah.
Of course, Ramesh is right up there at the top. We got to meet Ramesh.
Yeah.
I mean, he's my first exposure to Oxford, so I always tie that to Oxford and Ramesh from Oxford. Where's he from originally? Malaysia? Malaysia. I love that.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So he's just, I kind of tie his energy and enthusiasm and positivity to Oxford, since that was my first exposure. And he kind of made it he kind of welcomed you with open arms to the community, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I definitely want to
Yeah, that was great.
have a meal with Ramesh. And what's his wife's name?
Alicia.
Alicia. Is she from Malaysia?
No, she's from man, where's she from? I want to say Africa. Nah. What is
Another country.
Man, that's gonna annoy me. That is going to annoy me. Yeah. Red beans and rice are very popular there.
That's Louisiana.
No, country, not the state. Yeah.
I don't know. Red beans and rice in another country?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to
Where is she from?
Find out.
Gosh, that's annoying me now.
Beans and rice. I always think Louisiana when I hear red beans and rice. And the jambalaya and crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. Son of a gun, we're going to have some fun on the bayou. But that's not another country. Well, some might say Louisiana is another country. They have parishes. They don't have counties. I think it was under Napoleon or French rule for a long time until the Louisiana Purchase. But I don't remember.
Yeah.
I didn't get A's in history. I just remember bits and pieces. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad we have to have a good talk here. I'll throw it out on the YouTube if you want to look at it later.
Yeah, do it. One of your first podcasts.
Yeah.
I was your first guest.
Yes. We'll always kind of make a point to talk about a book or two. So we talked about the book Ty Pennington, Life to the Extreme with Travis Thrasher. We talked about Margin with Dr. Richard Swenson, MD. And then what was your book with John Maxwell?
Winning with People.
Winning with People and the 101 idea. Connect with them somehow and focus on that, right?
Yep.
I love it. All right. Well, I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Be safe. And you going to church tomorrow?
Yeah.
Where are you going to church tomorrow?
Pine Lake.
What's it called? Pine Lake?
Yeah, Pine Lake, yeah.
You go by yourself or you take somebody with you?
No, I mean, Cameron and I live together, so we go there together.
You drive or walk?
We drive. It's like 5 minutes away.
Nice. Then you grab a snack afterwards, or?
Yeah. Typically we go to, I don't remember where we went last week actually, but we went to this hole in the wall Mexican place, and then we went to this barbecue place, and then.
Which one's better, the Mexican or the barbecue?
They were both decent. Like the hole in the wall Mexican place was pretty cheap. It wasn't bad, but the tacos were pretty small, and then the beans and rice were kind of small portions. So, but it was cheap, so it was worth. And then the barbecue place, again, small. All the places I've experienced in Oxford have been small portions, which is, I mean, it's not bad, like, but at the same time, it's like,
you kind of like to get a bigger portion. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, it's a lot of places on the square. If you go to like the places on the square that look attractive, that's what's going to happen is you're going to pay like $12-14 for a meal, and then it'll be like, it's a pretty small portion.
Do a lot of people want small portions like Hobie Higgins? Like they don't want to eat too much and they get offended if you give them too much, or?
Well, I guess maybe it's just because you're in a college town. Like, that's all I could guess is that college students
what?
I don't know. I mean, well, yeah, because I mean, I would agree with what you were about to say. I would think college students would want to eat a lot, but
yes, that would be my thing. Hey, look, we healthy portions here. Come back. Get.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, heck, give me more rice. Give me more tortillas. Something, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would think as well, but that's not what it is. But that's only two places. Well, actually, I was talking to Mom about this burger place as well, which was very small portions as well. So 3 places now, but there's got to be some that are just that do get big portions. We just haven't found yet.
Okay. Hey, you remember that place we went to in West Memphis on the Arkansas side that had the big Elvis deal? It was the Route 66 Diner or whatever it was. I can't remember. Remember that place?
Yeah.
I think, were their portions small?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we got to find some place with good portions so we can promote it down there in Oxford. One of the places with healthy portions. It's like, man, potatoes are cheap, rice is cheap, beans are cheap. I mean, chips cheap. Come on now. Let's give these starving college kids something to eat already, right?
Yeah.
Y'all have taco trucks or down there at all anywhere?
Or? Now I would say there's there's 2 not taco trucks. There's 3 food trucks on the actual campus itself. One of them, my first year Joseph works at, and it's the most expensive one. They give out big portions, but it's like $16.
Woo! That didn't even sound like, how does that go together? $16 in a truck.
Well, it's hibachi, so it's called hot box hibachi, and then they give you a really big portion of rice, and then you could get chicken, or you could get steak, or you could get chicken and steak, which is $20.
Dang. I guess they figure all these kids are rich from their parents.
Oh, they are totally. They are. Me and Camden joke about that all the time. The fact that like, oh my gosh, like there's like this. There's so many Porsches that students have out here. It's insane. It is insane. It's wild.
Oh my gosh, not like us poor Oklahoma State University kids. We were so happy to
I
get
know.
pizza shuttle, the $5 pizzas. We'd get so excited. We get 4 of them for $20, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I need to. I'm looking forward to. I mean, I'll probably be full time in next year here as well, but in a year and a half when I'm going to Oklahoma State, I'm looking forward to getting back to the normal crowd.
Well, it's a good experience. I mean, you're enjoying it, right?
Yeah.
Heck, we might
That's
have.
why I always love training Logan, because I'm like, man, you're good. I like you. Going to Mississippi State.
Yeah. You know, it's just a whole nother level, right?
Yep.
Well, we love everybody in Jesus' name. Amen.
Yeah, there you go. Look at this. I think they're having so my apartment up there, and there's like the little clubhouse portion right here. It's pretty nice. A little gym, and then they have a pool back there. It's not it's pretty cool. And then there's a meeting room in there. So if we want to have team meetings, we can do it in there. But I think there's a bunch of I bet they're having like a cookout or something.
Yeah, you could just bring a dish and say, I'm here for the potluck.
Exactly.
We'll just get some stuff out of the fridge and put it in a bowl, wrap it up, take it over.
Yeah.
Brought my dish.
Yeah. Where do I put it?
Yeah. All right. Well, have fun. Love you. Talk to you soon.
All right. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.